You are in the temple of the rants, where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one is for Jerry Brown, who says, rant about Umino Chiko's works, Hunty and Clover, Sangatsu no Lion, mainly looking to hear your thoughts about Honey and Clover, how it has aged over the years, and how it compares and contrasts to Sangatsu. Well, my friend, you probably should have waited till I had rewatched Honey and Clover, as I have not seen it in over a decade, probably close to 12 years, and I never watched the second season. I did really enjoy it when I did watch it. I liked the sort of washed out look, the frequent use of like adult contemporary pop music to set scenes. It always felt like a show that, um, you know, there was a post by an anime blogger called Wild Arms Hero once where he was talking about how if you really wanted to bring anime to the mainstream in America, what you need to do is take Honey and Clover and like give it a real dub and put it on TV, because like it's the kind of show that is an engrossing drama that like has nuanced adult characters who you actually care about, who you can easily get invested in. I mean, it's also a series that just as easily works as live action, and it has a live action adaptation. I have heard people say, I think I think in Honey and Clover's case, I heard that the live action wasn't as good as the anime, whereas No Dame Cantabile was the opposite. I think that was the case. I don't really remember, but yeah, it's something that like if the story could have been adapted in live action, it probably also worked. But like the anime is, it's rock solid. I just remember feeling like it was tapping into emotions and that are a little bit more complex than most of what I was used to. In fact, a lot of it was probably over my head at the time because I was only 17 when I watched the show, and the main part that I connected with, particularly towards the end of the season, was when the main character is going through his arc of like trying to redefine himself as an artist, like trying to really like establish an identity and figure out exactly what is the message of what I'm trying to do here. Like, why am I pursuing this career in particular? That was the kind of thing that, resonated with me heavily at the time, and I didn't even figure out exactly what I was doing until later. I, continually hyped myself up for the impression that I was doing this or that, only to realize that I really was talking out of my ass. So, the part where he like bikes across Japan after building his like crazy art sculpture was like the thing that stands out in my memory the most. It's something that had a lot of impact on me. Now, I never ended up watching the second season, mostly because I had heard it was really depressing. That my friend Don-san, who had got me into the show, had said that it was like really a downer, and I just like wasn't emotionally ready to handle it. Honestly, if I watched it today, I probably wouldn't even think it was that sad. Like a lot of people consider Sangatsu no Lion to be really sad. I don't see it that way at all. I don't think it's particular. Like, sure, it has moments that will make you cry. It's certainly dramatic and weighty, but it never goes out of its way to be sad. It just presents a realistic chain of events, and not everything always goes well, and it does like go in on every emotion that it's trying to express, but it never dwells in sadness. It's never just trying to make you cry. It's just that it's doing a good job at presenting scenarios realistically which are dramatic, which you cry because it feels so real, that these characters you care about are having these experiences. I think Umino Chika is just phenomenally worldly, is able to write an unbelievable swath of unbelievably believable characters. Um, I fucking love. She did this interview where when they announced Sangatsu no Lion, her and Akiyuki Shinbo did like a joint interview where they were talking about why Shaft was chosen for the show, because she specifically wanted Shaft because of their style of, as she described it, being very up close with the characters. That they never pull back. They never try to have like a more objective viewpoint or whatever. It's more like they get right in to the emotions of the characters and try to do everything to maximize that exact experience, which I can't tell you how much I appreciate her giving words to that. Like, just being able to appreciate Shaft's work in a way that I, as a huge fan of them, couldn't even have expressed it as well as she could. So it was really exciting reading that interview, and she seems super fucking cool. And it was really funny as well because she had wanted like She wanted like Akio Watanabe to do the character designs and for it to be like a cutesy like fan service show. Like she wanted it to be like Monogatari, and Shinbo was just like, your fans will kill us if we do that. So no. She was like, oh damn. Well, I guess you're right, but yeah, I mean the result is absolutely an incredible anime. So yeah, I think Umino Chika is probably one of the best damn storytellers in the fucking medium, and I'm really happy that the adaptations of her work have come out so well. We'll definitely be rewatching Honey and Clover at some point, maybe reading both manga. I don't know if the anime even concluded the manga of Honey and Clover, so I'm sure somebody will comment and let me know. But yeah, I can't really speak on how it's aged over the years because I fucking haven't seen it in forever. You know, I think that the fact that the show is based on college students is the one thing that it's funny because when it comes to anime about young adults, you usually get college stories. You know, you I don't know if that's just because in Japan most people are encouraged to go to college or will go to college, and like it's just a way to keep in the school environment while also be able to tackle more adult issues. And a lot of people really love that stuff, especially people who go to college. And I'm sure that anybody who did go to college, especially university, will probably resonate super hard with Honey and Clover. Personally, like one of my favorite things about Sangatsu is that it is not a college story, that it manages to have a largely older cast while, being more grounded in the world outside of school, which is just a more interesting world. Uh, but yeah, I'll revisit it at some point, and I'll probably make a video about it in the future, so you'll know more of my thoughts then for sure.